Let's play darts. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a 100 there. Lovely straight arrows, and they're new arrows. I've got new darts today. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause there. We have some new darts sent in from one of you legends, one of you fantastic subscribers. Ryan, thank you very much. The second thank you I've had to give you because you sent in the Solovich darts at the start of the year, gave them a play, weren't quite for me. However, today, I'm excited. I played with these a little bit this morning. I hit my 25th 180 today with these. Now, I've got to preface this with, I think sometimes you get some new darts, something changes, change of scenery, change of environment, change of equipment, and you play a bit better because you're thinking slightly differently, you're a little bit more concentrated. There may be that element in here, but I'm telling you right now, these are far more suitable than probably any other dart I've picked up other than my Asp Gen 2s, which I must have been using for at least 9 months now. So, or 9 months in total. I've had Target Nastries. I started off with some Red Dragon Javelins or something similar to that. And I've had a play with a few other darts, but these, very similar to the Asps. I think that's why I like them. Let's get into this. Right, so these will turn up like this. The Gabriel CLEMENS, what a legend, the German giant. 23 grams these. Now, bearing in mind my Asp Gen 2s are 26s, so I've dropped down 3 grams here. And to be honest with you, if I was looking at new darts, I would assume that I'm still looking at slightly lower weights than going up anything higher than 26s. So 23s seem like something I'd probably choose. I think these come in 21 and 23 gram options. And what we'll do, have a little warm up. Poor dart thrown. Oh, hello, we're hitting that treble. And then we'll do doubles around the clock. Classic. We'll do this a couple of times this week, doubles around the clock. Haven't done enough of doubles around the clock. Meat and drink of the training should be doubles. But I'm excited to keep throwing these. Obviously, I've hit the 180. I was excited for these to come. So let's give you a little, let's show you these bad boys. So these have been these are quite worn. If you were to buy these brand new, I think they retail for about 70 quid. This is at the higher end of the market, ladies and gentlemen. Now these are much more worn than I've seen in other reviews, etc. Because they've clearly been used, Ryan. Well done, sir. Getting a lot of use out of these. And for me personally, it doesn't really matter if they're a little less shiny than they were once a long time ago. Not bad darts to start, I must say. So I did my little normal warm-up. I played quite well with these. Once again, I just don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to think that, you know, you get some new darts. I think people make a mistake all the time by thinking the darts is the problem. And I did this at the beginning. I had to upgrade from the Red Dragons into the Nastries. I was pleased with that. Then I kept flipping between the Nastries, the Asp Gen 2s, and perhaps I probably would have progressed maybe a little bit quicker if I just stayed with the set and not worried about the darts so much. But we've got to take advantage of these. So look, the Asp Gen 2, you can really see that front weighted bulge here. If we compare them, very similar. I think the main difference really is perhaps these are slightly less front weighted. I don't know, because these are 26s. They look a little bit meatier as well. I can't hold them. I mean, that's a problem. But there's more, this grip on the Asps is light here. Much more stronger at the rear. This would probably suit rear grippers more. And also, if you look at the Asp Gen 2s, very popular set of darts. You got this grip here, but it's inconsistent. You got grippy, smooth, and this is grippy all the way around. That's called symmetry. And why I think these Clemens Gen 2s might be more suitable is mainly because of the consistent grip. I feel when every now and again I will throw a dodgy dart. Well, I throw a dodgy dart a lot more than every now and again, but sometimes I do it and I'm like, I feel like the grip was slightly different, and I think that is because of the inconsistency around. So I've always been aware that perhaps at some stage I will upgrade or side grade or downgrade or any sort of grade you would like to do. And when I looked at darts previously to purchase, these were some of the ones I looked at. So I've been excited about these, mainly because they're quite similar to my my current set, except this more consistent grip. And I'm excited to throw a slightly lighter dart. And look, let's be frank, guys, I'm throwing well here. So obviously you as the human being has to be the one to throw them. But if they throw better than your other set, then yeah, you should be looking at making moves. And I will stick with these for at least a week or two. Let's see how I get on. Let's see how I get on. Certainly if my game seems to downgrade, I will go back. But if I maintain or improve, I see no reason to switch. But look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's have a little play. Let's go 19s. I don't know. Each dart just feels a bit more, I guess they call it balanced. But I just feel like a bit more consistent. I feel like so far they're more predictable for me than the Asps. And look, when you see these reviews, guys, of darts, and they're prolific, they're everywhere. The person who's throwing them is the most important part of it. Some darts are going to be great for you, some are going to be terrible. So I think it just comes down to you've got to throw them yourselves. You've got to know which sort of dart is sort of right for you, and you can purchase them that way. I think that's why I knew I'd like these, because I get along with the Asps really well because of that little front weight. These have a little bit to it. So these was what I was looking at. Right, that's shocking though. Okay, let's go. Let's go around this clock. Let's see how we get on. When I've had lighter darts before, like my Nastries are over here. Look at these buttes. These are 21 grams, so these are a lot lighter. Much more straighter dart and extreme grip. Extreme grip everywhere here. Even when I throw them now, some of my fingers don't feel like they can even control them because I'm not used to throwing them. I remember getting them first. They're so grippy. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks just to get used to that grip. I couldn't get rid of them out of my hand. Right, double one. Pour. Ooh, unlucky. Poor dart, last one. Oh, it's the third dart. What can I say? And all I'm concentrating on at the moment in my throw is getting straight darts. Release, I've been releasing as early as I can as well, but I'm trying to think of one thing at a time. That's not us. Put that in. That is in. Twos. And I've been also messing around with my elbow. Been having a terrible time trying to tuck it in, because naturally I'm like this, right? You see it's like out this way. So I've been trying to tuck it in for a while, and I don't know, the last few weeks I've mentioned that I've been struggling a bit playing as well, and I don't know whether it's because I'm trying so hard to keep this straight that perhaps natural position here might be better for me. So I'm sort of letting it drift out a bit. Right, what are we on? 2 here, 2. Now we're going to get another darts tournament on soon, I think. Maybe this weekend, I don't know. Maybe in a couple of more weeks. But let me know if you're interested in that again, because it went down really well. No. Not bad though. If they're in and around the target, I'm happy. want consistency. 3. Hey, 2 and 3 out of the way. That is always a good start. But look, I don't know why, but I find those lower half of the board easier than the upper half. The upper half, I feel my arm is too high. I can't control it as much. Not sure. Something I need to work on. Right, 5s. We're right up the board here now. That's lovely. We're already on 6. So look, regardless whether this is what I guess we could describe as beginner games of these new darts, or that new dart feeling, that new dart day feeling, where you commonly hear people get darts. I've hit my first 180, it's another 180, hit it, play so well, and then it peters off. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but there's a lot to like about these. Oh, there's a lot of traffic there. Probably should have moved over. But they're nice darts. A couple of on the wire there. And I ain't no liar when I say I hit the wire. I think they hit the wire anyway. Whoa. Seven heaven. Wow, that is terrible. That is just my terrible throw in there. Look at that, it's treble 7. We're trying to get double. Shame on me. Nope. Yep. Bit high. We're on 8s though. So these also come with I've lost them. Some nice short ones. Nice short flight and stems in the old shades of Germany. Oh, and shout out to our German viewers. There are a few of you, I know that. I've had even comments from Germany. So there we go. We'll get in the comments. If you're from Germany, I want a hello. I want an Auf Wiedersehen. I want a Guten Tag. I want a Meine Katzen ist kaputt. I want some sort of Germanian. Okay, get in those comments. Shout out to the Germans. This is in honour of you. What are we on? Did I hit 8? Oh, I should really pay attention. Did I hit 8? I think I hit 8. We're going to go to 9. That's a risk. It would not be a video if I have gone through it without forgetting what on earth I'm doing here. We're on 9. We may well be on 8, but we'll go 9. Not ideal. Got to get back to throwing good darts after good darts. If I get a dart like that, that's close. Got to get the next one closer. Like this one. 10. Nowhere near. But we got to double figures. So that's a win. That's a small win here. We'd have to really get a move on to get around this clock in time. I'm going to try. Yes, that's in, isn't it? That's lovely. That's because this is what I was just talking about. Use this dart as a marker. Got to start doing that more and more. Now I've got to this point where I am throwing consistently. Whereas when you start, you're just trying to get at least one dart somewhere near where you want it. If you get 3 consistently now, I'm getting commonly, I now need to sort of upgrade the way I'm thinking. 11. Yes, yeah. Lovely. Lovely, and it's not just because I got one in, it's just because the others were acceptable. 12. Unlucky. Unfortunate. Poor follow through there. That's what I'm after. Delivered as well. Right, that's good. I've got to get that follow through. I've got to basically, the aim of this game, guys, is every single throw you throw, it's got to be technically the same thing. There's rights and wrongs of it, but that is what you're after. So back to the elbow thing. If I can throw in the same technical manner with my elbow out here, or can I throw more consistently throwing with the elbow under? Whichever one of those I've got to go with. Because that's the aim of the game, is consistent technique, and then you can start working on other things where needed. 14. Poor that. I should have moved slightly. That was an error. Yeah, lovely. These darts are just doing what I want them to do. I feel they're the same as the asps, but more consistent. Like they're doing the consistency of how they're feeling in my hand and how I'm releasing them feels better at the moment. So this is great. This is great. $15. No. No. $15. Come on, I like 15. I like 16. Let's get these two. That's terrible. The last 6 darts on this 15. Shocking. Shocking stuff. Oh, good. Good and bad. Good and bad. That's all I'm going to say about those 3. Better. 16 we're on. That was a little bit lucky, if I'm honest. Came out the handle wrong. 16, my favourite. Love it. Let's get a hat trick. 17. Not bad. Thrown well. We're on 17. Not even sure how that happened. Thrown well. 18. 19. My goodness, what's going on here? Shame. We're already on 19. That's 4 darts. Is that 4 doubles in the last 6 darts? Wow. That's possibly one of my best returns for you. Oh, that's poor last one. Nice grouping though. Nice grouping. We're not going to get round this, are we, really? Unless I pull out some more doubles back to back. Hello. Hello. Ooh, we're on bull. We're on bull. I mean, what's gone on the last 3 or 4 minutes? Right, let's be fair. Let's throw 6 darts at ball. Thought after that first one we'd be in luck. Come on. Oh, that's poor release there. Whew. Right, throw 3 more. Only because I hit 2 semis. Feel like it's fair to give myself one last chance, and then out of here. I'm out of here. Let you get on with your lives. No. Right, I'm going to move over here. No, that's poor dart. Almost round the clock. Pretty pleased with that though. Really pleased. Pleased with these arrows. I'm going to be throwing these tonight. If you're online, I'll probably end up playing you. So great to see you guys, as always. I'm excited about these. You'll see these in the next few videos. I'm probably going to persist for a while until we make any crazy decisions, like perhaps these are my new darts for a while. We will be emotional with the asps, but we'll give them the send-off they deserve. And I'm going to give you the send-off you deserve. Good day.